Welcome back to Kitchen Yetu. On today's video, I'll be showing you how I make my chicken mushroom pie. This is a very easy to follow recipe. You will be shocked how quickly you can put this together in a matter of minutes, and it is quite delicious. Now let's go ahead and get started. Very easy ingredients. We have a chicken breast that I diced up into small cubes. I also have my ginger and garlic paste ready to go. I also diced some white onion into very small pieces, and I also will be using some mushrooms. In this case, I'm using the white mushroom. You can use portobello or whatever mushroom you like. And you will also need some whipping fresh cream. I will also show you what type of seasoning I'll use. So on medium heat, I'm adding some oil. I'm going to let it heat up. And then I'm going to add in the chicken breast that I diced. So this will take about, I would say, maybe 10 minutes, 6 to 10 minutes really, until, the chicken is fully cooked. So just go ahead and cook it down, stir it around, and let it just lightly brown. And as you can see, the juices from the chicken is really bubbling and cooking it right through, and that's what you want. So next, I will put in the ginger garlic paste and just mix it real well. And I tell you, when you add the ginger and garlic paste, that changes the whole dish. It just gives you a nice aroma. So you're gonna let that simmer for a while. Just keep stirring it. And as you can see, it is almost fully cooked. So the next thing I'm going to add is the white onion. And then of course you're gonna stir that around and let it cook for a bit. So now I'm going to add the seasoning. So we have your black pepper. Then I'm going to put some paprika. I'm also going to put some chicken Maggy cube, chicken stock, as well as some cumin powder. And just go ahead and just stir it around. And as you can see, it immediately changes color and it looks really yummy. You see that? And I'm telling you, the aroma is just right. And this is a very quick, easy meal to make. You'll see how fast we are going to get done here. And just go ahead and stir it around, let it cook, let the spices cook down. And then of course we are going to add in our mushroom next. So in goes the mushrooms, and just stir it around. And at this point, you can taste for the salt. But of course, we put the Maggy chicken cube, which contains sodium. So I'm not going to add any salt on this. It was actually good. So you're going to let that simmer. As you can see, there will be a lot of juices, of course, from the mushroom and of course from the chicken. And you can see we are going to cook this down. And then add the whipping cream. And this will actually thicken this sauce up, and that's what you want. So I'm going to stir it around while letting it cook just a little bit. And at this point is a little bit stewy. So what happens is you just let it simmer away, and so that the the water and the stuff will reduce. And this is what you want. We don't want any dry pie or anything like that. So this is good enough. You can see the sauce has thickened, and this is actually good to go. So at this point, go ahead and turn off your stove, and we'll go to the next step. It's looking really great, as you can see. Beautiful, beautiful sauce. And you can actually eat this with rice and anything. But anyway, the next step, you will need some puff pastry. I'm using the Pepper Bridge Farm pastry. And it comes like this. frozen is you can usually get this in the frozen section in your local grocery store. So I'm just gonna let it sit there for a minute and let it thaw for a little bit. And then in the meanwhile, what I'll do is I'll get my baking tray, which is this one that I'm using, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put the chicken and the mushrooms that we just made into this baking tray. Easy peasy. And I'm going to just go ahead and make sure that it's evenly distributed at the bottom of this baking tray. And as you can see, I'm just using my spoon here to go ahead and make sure that it's flattened real nice. So after that, we are going to just cover this with a puff pastry. Simple, right? And I'm using one hand holding the camera, trying to show you guys how it's done. So that's why you see it like that. But the thing is, I'll put one pie because it was a small thing. So we'll put two of them, right? And then we'll combine it real good to make one big pie. So just using your hands, your fingers, just go ahead and fold it. Make sure that nothing is hanging on the side of your baking tray, as you can see me doing. You know, to kind of tap it gently, fold it on every corner. Just like that. And you know, at some point I kind of like made some indented marks with the fork on the side just to create a nice little shape and make sure that that thing is well placed. And you know, it looks something like this. You can be fancy if you want to create patterns and use your fork and indent it or something like that. You can do so at this time. So I'm just going to fold the rest of it over, and this is how the final looks look. Don't worry, the puff pastry is going to puff up when you cook. So you will need one egg. So here I'm just beating an egg. And this is just to egg wash, you know, our pie, so that it can give us the golden brown color once it's cooked. So the next step is really just brush the egg wash on top of your puff pastry, just like that. And at this point, make sure that your oven is on. I use 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake this for about 20 to 25 minutes. So once you achieved your golden color, look how beautiful this puff pastry is. And of course, it's all popped up because of the heat. But then when you cool it down, it's just going to go slightly flat. But don't worry about that. It's still puffed up. It's still wonderful. So let me cut it now. Now that it has cooled down just a little bit, I'm going to just cut a little piece and show you guys how it looks like. It's pretty much intact, like there's no runny liquid or anything. Look how beautiful, how gorgeous this pie looks. Easy peasy, right? Chicken mushroom pie there for you. I thank you so much for watching. Comment below, let me know what you think about this video, what your thoughts are towards this nice recipe I just shared with you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified next time I upload another video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next video.